Have you ever wanted to do something for your business, but you couldn't because you didn't have the money? And then you rationalized it and justified it, so you kind of made it okay for yourself, when really it wasn't. You were settling because you thought you had to have the money in front of you for you to be able to say yes. Well, I got a big mindset shift for you because you're going at it backwards. Most likely, you already have the money, you just don't know where to find it yet. So stick with me, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean on this video. Hey there, it's Kate Beeders, Mindset, Money, and Marketing Expert, and I've got a really cool tip I want to share with you. It's actually a strategy I use all the time in my business, and I want to teach it to you. So the reason this whole idea popped up for me to share this on this video with you is my event planner, Linda Kane, and I were talking the other day, and we were kind of sharing war stories, battle stories of things that we did in the past to get to an event when we just didn't have the cash in front of us. So I wanted to share our stories because I think that it'll really inspire you, and I'm hoping you'll see that when something's important, you find a way. I remember when my business was just a few months old, I heard about this amazing event I really wanted to go to. The problem was that it was about 3,000 miles from where I live, and I figured out it probably was going to cost me a couple of $1,000s to go, between plane fare, the ticket to the event, food, all that other kind of stuff. And I just didn't have that kind of cash lying around. And I was really kind of stuck because part of me was just like, I just can't do this. But part of me really wanted to go. So I had a conversation with a trusted advisor of mine, and I was telling him about this, and he listened. And he's like, Kate, he goes, everything you're telling me about this event sounds wonderful. He said, it sounds like you're going to learn so much to really help you up-level your business. He said, I think you just need to look at this as an investment. And when he said that to me, that was a huge aha. It just shifted everything. And I realized I really did have some money. It was set aside for something else. And I realized I had to change what I was planning on doing and go to this event. And boy, am I glad I did. Because what I learned changes everything for me. I actually ended up making back almost 4 times my investment in a little over a month. Now, Linda's story is a little bit different. Linda heard about an event a few years ago that she really wanted to go to. It was unplanned, so of course she didn't have the cash lying around. So she got really creative. It was nice weather out, and she decided to have a yard sale. And that's how she brought in the cash for her travel. And she made back more than her investment too. Actually, she got a client in lunch while they were waiting in the lunch line. That person ended up hiring her. So you never can tell the amazing results that are going to pop up for you when you attend an event. So I want to share with you the system I use when something pops up for me and I'm trying to figure it all out. It's exactly what I share with my clients too, and I use this over and over and over again. So the first step is I set the intention. I decide I really want to go. Don't know yet all the details, but I make that decision. I want to go. Second thing I do is I put the dates on my calendar. And if I'm going to be traveling, I put the day before and the day after if that's what it's going to take. And again, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I haven't bought a plane ticket. I'm just setting the intention. Then I ask myself, so what needs to happen for me to go? What do I need to have to put into place? And I just kind of make that mental list, that checklist. And then the fourth step is I say to myself, so how do I need to have this happen? What do I need to do? How can this happen? And I just really allow myself to be open and receptive to whatever might pop up. Because I might come up with all sorts of amazing ideas. And I don't judge them. Some are good, some are not so good. It's really just kind of being open to them. And sometimes they're things I've done in the past. Sometimes they're creative. Could even be something like a yard sale, like Linda's idea. But kind of whatever pops up for me. And then I start putting those things into place. Now, sometimes it isn't always the money. Maybe it's just that you've got kids, you've got to find someone to watch your kids. You've got to get creative sometimes. So maybe you've got a neighbor or the parent of one of your kids' friends that would love to do a trade with you. You watch their kids one time for a couple of days, they watch your kids. You never can tell where support can come from. It's just a matter of being open. And the same with getting to an event. It doesn't necessarily always have to show up in the form of actual cash. Maybe you remember you've got frequent traveler miles that you can use or points, all sorts of things. Maybe you don't, but your partner does, or a friend, cousin, sister, brother, somebody who will loan them to you. The important part is to set the intention, to be open and receptive, and you will find a way. It always works. So here's what I know for sure. If I hadn't attended that event a few years ago, I don't know if I'd still be in business because I learned so much over those 3 days. And it really helped propel my business very, very quickly, helped my income rise very fast, and amazing opportunities as a result came to me. That's how I was able to hit six figures so quickly, and that's why now I'm working towards building $1 million business. So I want you to ask yourself, what kind of amazing things could happen by you attending, both short term and long term? Because I'm going to be teaching you not only how to increase your income, but all sorts of amazing foundational strategies, marketing strategies, things about attracting ideal clients, how to have sales conversations, how to deal with objections, all sorts of powerful things that you need to know to grow your business. And we're also going to be dealing with the mindset blocks that pop up. That little inner voice that tells you you're not good enough, or it's too hard, or you'll fail, or there's too much competition, you're too old, you're too young, all that kind of stuff. I've got a really powerful technique that I'm going to be teaching you. So we're going to be dealing with that, and also working on clearing out some of those old money stories, the things that you heard as a child. Now, I can't wait to see you over the 3 days at the Money Zone event. And so if it's a yes, quick sign up, register. I can't wait to see you. And if you still have some questions and you're not sure, then email me. I will answer you personally. Send it to kate@katebeeders.com, and make sure you include your phone number, because you never know when I'll pick up the phone and give you a call, and we'll figure out exactly what you need to do. So until then, until the Money Zone event, be brilliant.